Good morning, Dr. Bird, and everyone. Please rise.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of God. Dear Lord God, as we gather together for this three-day conference, we earnestly come before you with hearts full of gratitude, especially for the opportunity to work together as a team. Father God, bless all participants involved in this activity with clarity of mind, unity of purpose, and the spirit of cooperation. May our decisions be fruitful and may our interactions be respectful. We commit this brief conference into your hands, Lord, trusting in your providence and guidance every step of the way. May your blessings be upon us as we strive to fulfill our duties with honor and integrity. In your holy name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. For the attendance during this pre-bidding conference dated February 7, 2025, please stay present in your release call. Claudio Arcayana Jr.,
Present.
Illuminio Echavia, Julius Cesar Cadao, Julius Cacao, Josephine Cacho, Alejandra Coyote, Maria Lea Agsoy, Edgardo Falier, Gregor Maclayo, Alma Maria Pandan, Maria Fe Manog, Grace Ina Cabalan present, Ariano Bujuman, Emilio Narit, Aini Divino, and Graham Spain Humante. So for today's pre-bidding conference, there are a total of 15 attendees, 9 members from the back secretariat and back technical working group, one from the representative from the planning and design section, and all 5 members of the Vision Award Committee are present. Chair.
We all Bakulas are present. The presence also typical Bakingo, last Italia. I declare this last meeting for the meeting conference. So since we're in forum, we would like to hold this stock meeting for private conference over. So again, good morning everyone. Today, scheduled private conference for 3 separate projects. DPWH 2025 with contract ID number 25HA 0081 with contract name instruction of Bayacabac-Tinibgan, Maribojoc, Obujan-Tagubaas, Antequera, Provincial roads, Maribojoc, Antequera, Bohol, with full budget for the contract of 9,800,000 and contract duration of 80 calendar days. Then second project with contract ID number 25HB 0082 with contract name of construction of Libertad. So Santa Cruz, Baclayon Road, Baclayon Bohol, approved budget for the contract of 9,800,000, contract duration of 88 calendar days, and first project. Contract ID number 25HB 0083 contracting construction of junction TCSR, Poblacion-Cancatac, Cantiguib, and Alburquerque, Abucay, Norte, Sikatuna, Provincial, Corella, with approved budget for the contract of 72,375,000, with contract duration of 340 calendar days. For the details, the scope of the project, discussion, presentation, we reviewed the plot of the chief, the planning and design section. Sir?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to each and everyone. For the details for the set projects that they discussed. First, the project with contract ID number 25HA0081, named contract construction of Bayacabac-Tinibgan, Maribojoc, Obujan-Tagubaas, Antequera, Provincial Road, Maribojoc, and Antequera, Bohol, with a contract duration of 80 calendar days and approved budget for a contract of 9,800,000. For the scope of work, we have facilities for the engineers, provision of field office for the engineer, rental basis 2.7 month, operation and maintenance of field office for the engineer 2.7 month, other general requirements, project billboard, signboard 3 each for occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization, all in one lump sum. Earthworks, we have removal of actual structures, obstruction 610 mm diameter, RCPC 6 linear meter. Surplus common excavation 2,717 cubic meter. Structure excavation common soil 6 cubic meter. Foundation fill 0.4 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation common soil 115 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway structure excavation common soil 93 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation common material 3,404 square meters. For sub-base and base courses, we have aggregate sub-base course 1,079 cubic meters, surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.23 meter thick, 14 days, 2,768.3 square meters. Drainage and storm protection structures, reinforcing steel grade 40 kilograms, reinforcing steel grade 60, 127 kilograms, pipe culverts, class 4 RCPC 910 mm diameter, 10 linear meter, grouted riprap class A 4 cubic meter, stone masonry 61 cubic meter. Miscellaneous structures, you have reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 96 square meters, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 32 square meters, roadway lighting 1 lump sum. That's all for this project, Mr. Chair.
Questions, clarification from participating leaders or prospective leaders? Hearing none, so please proceed to the next project.
For the next project, with contract ID number 25HA0082, also known as construction of Libertad to Santa Cruz, Baclayon Road, Baclayon, Bohol, with a contract duration of 88 calendar days and approved budget for the contract 9,800,000. For the scope of work, we have facilities for the engineers, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis 2.9 month, operation and maintenance of field office for the engineer 2.9 month, under general requirements, project bill for design work 3 each, occupational safety and health program 1 lump sum, traffic management and mobilization, demobilization all in 1 lump sum. For the earthworks, we have removal of actual structures, obstruction 0.15 meters thick, TCCP unreinforced 985.8 square meters, surplus common excavation 2,580.7 cubic meters, structure excavation common soil 35.3 cubic meter, foundation feed 0.7 cubic meter, pipe converts and drain excavation common soil 27.3 cubic meter, embankment from roadway structure excavation common soil 334.9 cubic meters, subgrade preparation common material 2,517.6 square meters, aggregate sub-base course 853.1 cubic meter. Surface courses, we have Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.23 meters thick, 14 days 2,212.8 cubic meter. Drainage and snow protection structures, reinforcing steel grade 40, 66 kilograms, reinforcing steel grade 60, 211.7 kilograms, structural concrete 27.58 megapascal class A 28 days, 3.7 cubic meter, pipe converts class 4 RCPC 910 mm diameter, 10 linear meter, grouted riprap class A 3.7 cubic meter. Miscellaneous structures, we have metal guardrail, metal beam, including post, single W beam, 48 linear meter, metal beam and piece, but bull nose for each, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 79.2 square meters, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 17.6 square meters, roadway lighting, 1 lump sum. For our CW2, we have drainage and storm protection structures, stone masonry, 218.4 cubic meter. That's all for this project, Mr. Chair.
Any questions, clarifications from prospective leaders? Hearing none, so please proceed to the next project.
For the next project, with contract ID number 25HA0083, with the name of contract construction of junction TCSR, Poblacion-Cancatac, Corella to Cantiguib, Alburquerque, Abucay, Norte, Sikatuna, Provincial Road, Corella, Bohol, with the contract duration of 340 calendar days and approved budget for the contract of 72,375,000. For the scope of work, We have facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, 11.3 month. Provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, 1 lump sum. Operation and maintenance and field office for the engineer, 11.3 month. Provision of 4x4 pickup service vehicles for the engineer on rental basis. Where rental basis, 11.3 per month. Operation and maintenance of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer, 11.3 per month. Other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, 3 each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. For earthworks, we have the removal of actual structures, obstruction 610 mm diameter RCPC, 40 linear meter, surplus common excavation, 22,282.4 cubic meter. Structure excavation, common soil, 275.2 cubic meter. Foundation fill, 5.6 cubic meter. Pipe converts and drain excavation, common soil, 68 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway structure, excavation, common soil, 1,072 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 15,194.6 square meters. Subbase and base forces, aggregate subbase force, 4,960.7 cubic meter. Surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.28 meters thick, 14 days, 13,031.4 square meters. Drainage and storm protection structures, reinforcing steel grade 40, 514.8 kilograms, reinforcing steel grade 60, 1,651.3 kilograms, structural concrete 27.58 megapascal, class A 28 days, 28.5 cubic meter. Pipe culvert class 4 RCPC 910 mm diameter, 31 linear meter, grouted riprap class A 19.4 cubic meter. Miscellaneous structures, we have metal guardrail metal beam, including full single W beam, 120 linear meter, metal beam and piece boom nose, 6 each. Hazard markers, 450 by 600 mm Chevron signs, 37 each. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 389 square meters. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 181.5 square meters. Roadway lighting, we have 1 lump sum, and for our construction of snow protection structures or our CW2, we have drainage and snow protection structures. Stone masonry, 2,661.9 cubic feet. That's all for this project, Mr. Chair.
Any questions, clarifications from the speaking leaders? Very none. So let's proceed to the reading requirements. So for the bidding requirements for JAA or General Appropriation Act 2025 projects with Poblacion or Bizarro status, the procuring entity shall not award the contract for procurement projects until the extension allotment ratings order or SARO has been issued, secured or released. For the review of requirements of the bidding documents, the contractor shall use the prescribed standard forms posted in the field chips and DPWH website and issued in the bid documents. Each bidder shall submit one original of the technical proposal and one original of the financial proposal and clearly mark each as original technical proposal and original financial proposal. In addition, the bidder shall submit 2 copies of the technical proposal and the financial proposal and clearly mark the copy number 1 or copy number 2 for technical proposal and copy number 1 or number 2 for financial proposal. In the event of any discrepancy between the original and the copies, the original shall prevail. The bidders are encouraged to have their documents neatly bound, paginated, properly sequenced, and provided with simple air tags to facilitate examination of the bids. For review of documents to be submitted by the bidder, the bid form, technical, and financial proposal. The technical proposal shall contain but not limited to the following: pickup license and registration and duly applicable, the organizational chart for the contract, not the first organizational chart. The organizational chart shall reflect the key personnel assigned to the contract. The list of contractors personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foreman, will be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Also to be attached a letter of nominee, certificate of employment, and biodata for each stage stay personnel. List of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certificates of availability using the prescribed format. To be attached are copies of such invoice, registrations, certificate from the Land Transportation Office for own equipment, certification from the leasers that the equipment units under lease equipment shall be available for this contract, and certifications from the vendors that equipment units under purchase agreements shall be available for this contract. The contractor should also have a point of reference for his equipment or indicate the location for verification. The contractor shall include his laboratory equipment to be pledged to the contract. The list of laboratory apparatus equipment should be enumerated in detail. The next requirement, omnibus form statement in the prescribed form, although the submission of Class E documents is no longer included in the checklist. The bidder may also submit his updated Class E documents and financial statements to bidder with his bid to be used by the bank in case it fails in the electronic eligibility screening. The bidder is not restrained to attach his legal documents in his technical proposal, such as his DPI, safety registration, mayor's permit, and tax clearance that might have expired or not yet updated in the CWA. The financial documents shall contain the bid form, bid prices, legal estimates, summary sheets indicating construction materials unit prices, labor rates and equipment rental rates, and cash flow by factor. The bidder shall submit into the procuring entity as part of its bid, the bid securing declaration, or any form of bid security in an amount equal to a percentage of the ABC or approved budget for the contract in accordance with the following amount. To perform cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, minimum amount for this 12% of the EBC, second, bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, 12% of the EBC, and third is surety bond, callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5% of the EBC. Relation of criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. To be eligible for the contract, the contractor must meet the following eligibility requirement. Letter E, Filipino citizen, or 75% Filipino-owned partnership corporation with license indicated in the invitation to bid. Letter B, completion of similar contract exceeding at least 50% of the approved budget for the contract. And third is the financial contracting capacity or FCC at least equal to the approved budget for the contract. Eligibility screening will be conducted electronically by the district office by the procurement engineer. Bidders who have not submitted their Class B documents and financial statements to the DPWH Bohol registry at the central office shall do so. Otherwise, he or she may attach his or her eligibility documents and the bid proposal. The DPWH will use non-discretionary pass or fail criteria in the eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. If the bank determines that the bidder with the lowest calculated bid passes all the criteria for post-qualification, it shall declare the said bid as the lowest calculated responsive bid or ACRB and recommend to the HOP or to the head of the procuring entity the award contract to the seed bidder. That contractors under small a and small b categories without similar experience in the contract to be bid will be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost or PR or ARC of the registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PCAB. The bidder with the lowest calculated responsive bid will be required to submit to the procuring entity within 10 calendar days from his receipt of the notice of award the following documents. First, the notice of award with the bidders signed, confirmed. Then, authority of signing official, board resolution, or secretary's certificate. For a joint venture, contractors become special GB license and joint venture agreement. Then, performance purity, construction methods, construction schedule in the form of third CPN diagram or residence diagram and bar chart with scope and cash flow. And manpower schedule, equipment utilization schedule, construction safety and health program, contractors all risk insurance or GATI, that is income tax and business returns for a local contractor, certification under oath stating that the contractor is free and clean of all tax liabilities. So in the case of the failure, refusal or inability of the bidder with lowest calculated responsive bid to submit the required documents within the prescribed period through its own fault, the BAC will be constrained to post-disqualify the seed bidder and shall initiate and complete the post-qualification process on the bidder with the second lowest calculated bid. Reminders to interested bidders on relevant department orders for DEO number 9, series of 2012, wherein states among others that for item 6, if a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that first, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded a contract. And second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or greater qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. For item 7, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under the bid. This certification under item 6 or item 7 shall be included in the first envelope of the sale bid. For DO or Department Order number 127, series of 2018, wherein it states among others that the results of the contractor's performance evaluation system or CPES shall also be considered by the BAC in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award contract can take place, as stated in item 12.5 Annex E of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of the Public Act 9184. Therefore, the contractors are enjoined to have their projects evaluated by the CPES. The BAC shall monitor the performance of a bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts for a reported negative slippage of at least 15% in single contract or a reported negative slippage of at least 10% in two or more contracts. The BAC has included in the invitation to bid the paragraph from the State Department order stating that if at the time of the post-qualification procedure, the BAC verifies that any of the deficiencies is due to the contractor's fault or negligence, pursuant to Section 34.3 of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act Number 9184. The procuring entity shall disqualify the contractor from the award without any right to reimburse fees and incidental costs paid for the procurement of infrastructure contract subject of the bid. For DO number 197, series of 2016, the revised guidelines in the preparation of approved budget for the contract for ABC to be used by the contractors in the preparation of their unit prices. The following items shall not be subjected to the OCM or overhead contingency miscellaneous and profit markup. The mobilization and demobilization, provision of service vehicle and permits and clearances. Second, the following non-civil works items shall not be subjected to OCM markup: field, laboratory office, and living quarters and rental leases, furnishing of furniture, laboratory equipment, survey equipment, and consumables, assistance to the engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, and communication equipment. For Department Order Number 28, Series of 2024, three-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods and consulting services, contracts wherein it states among others that classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy. First, withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter for failure to submit bid after producing the bid documents. Second, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Then, submission of patently insufficient bid. For DO number 227, series of 2024, suspension of Department Order number 148, series of 2024. In order to address the foreseen delay in the implementation of new infrastructure projects due to the unavailability of DPWH accredited project engineers who are currently assigned to contractors and consultants to ongoing projects, the implementation of the Department Order number 148, series of 2024, regarding the guidelines in the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants project engineers is hereby suspended until further notice. This directive to suspend the application of Department Order number 148, series of 2024 shall not apply to the implementation and construction of buildings and bridges. Thus, for the construction of buildings and bridges, accredited project engineers shall be assigned by the contractors and or consultants. For DO number 110 or 110, series of 2024, the implementation of ISO 9001-2015, the certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in the procurement of infrastructure projects of the department ISO. Accordingly, all procuring entities within the department are required to include ISO 9001-2015 certification or its latest version as applicable as part of the project requirements in the bidding documents for infrastructure projects. This requirement applies to bidders classified under the following Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAP science range and are participating in the department's procurement of infrastructure project with approved budget for the contract or EBC range 2 with. For pickup size range, large A, allowable range of contractors or are more than 300 million but less than 450 million activity January 1, 2025 for pickup size range of medium B, more than 150 million but less than 300 million. Effectivity is July 1, 2025 for pickup size range of medium A, more than 30 million but less than 150 million. Its effectivity is January 1, 2026. For the submission of bids, shown below are the dates and availability for the bidding documents that may be acquired by interested bidders and its corresponding applicable fee. For contract ID number 25HA0081, applicable fee is 10,000 and the date of availability for the bidding documents is January 31, 2025 until February 20, 2025 until 10 a.m. For contract ID number 25HA0082, same applicable fee 10,000 and same date for the bidding documents January 31, 2025 till February 20, 2025 13 a.m. For contract ID number 25HA0083, applicable fee is 50,000. Then the availability date for the bidding documents is same, January 31, 2025 till February 20, 2025 until 10 a.m. Upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to latest guidelines issued by the GPPB, the interested bidders shall get the bidding documents from the Procurement Staff Office, DPWH Bohol First DEO, the old State Paglaran City, Bohol. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should select in only one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Now, similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding documents. Bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat for manual submission or as electronic bids underscore Bohol first at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on the schedule on or before 12 noon of February 20, 2025. Late bids shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be on February 20, 2025 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at Procurement Staff Office, DPWH Bohol First District Engineering Office, the Old District, Paglaran City, Bohol, and shall be streamed to our YouTube channel. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the opening of bids. Bids shall be submitted by the bidder himself or his authorized liaison officer. Any other person will be required to present a special power of attorney authorizing him or her to submit the bids. For additional provision in the invitation to bid, as provided in Section 25.1 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of the Public Act 9184, bidders shall submit their bid through their duly authorized representative. And to further clarify, the bidder's representative must be named in the contractor's registration certificate or CRC recorded in the DPWH Civil Works application. Otherwise, there must be a duly signed and notarized special power of attorney or SPA for sole proprietorship or board partnership joint venture resolution with secretary's certificate for corporation, partnership, joint venture, or cooperative, presented in hard copy and in a soft copy thereof must also be emailed to Bohol First Backsecretariat at gmail.com using the official email of the bidder registered in the CWE for verification. Failure to send a copy of the documents mentioned above from the official CWE registered email address to the bidder shall not be issued an order of payment nor be allowed to submit draft bid proposals. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Bohol First District Engineering Office, reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award a contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 41 of Republic Act 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. For further information, please refer to Ma'am Mary Nolin at Racines, the procurement head, or at the same time the head of the Secretariat, Procurement Staff Office, DPWH Bohol First DEO, Tagbilaran City, Bohol, or call telephone number with area code 038-422-8317, local 62030, or at email address at racines.miri _nodding at dpws.gov.ph, or to yours truly, Don Judy Arcaina Jr., the chairman of the Beach and Awards Committee, Bohol DPWH Bohol First DEO, with or call a telephone number 422-8317 with area code 038 or local 62004, or at email address arcayena.logju_junior at dpws.gov.ph. So, any questions, comments from our leaders, prospective leaders, from our back? Hearing none, so that ends our private conference for today, February 7, 2025. So, the private conference is adjourned. Thank you and good night.